Welcome back, loyalties. It's your girl, Miss Monificent here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Today I'm bringing you all a Dollar Tree DIY to see how I made this adorable Dollar Tree coffee station. Then keep watching. For a list of all of the items that I used in this DIY, they will be listed down below in the description box, so please be sure to check that out. Now this DIY does call for a drill and drill bits. If you don't have that, then go out and get one. Okay, so I'm going to start off with these wood beads. I want to pick out the biggest that is in this bag. It's not many, but it is enough for this project. Okay, next up I'm going to be taking these wine stoppers, and I'm going to take some sandpaper and rough up the top a bit because it has like this film over it and it's hard to like peel up, so I'm just going to rough it up a bit and prep it for painting. Okay, next up I'm going to be using my needle nose pliers and pop the cork off, and then I'm going to use the utility knife and my needle nose pliers to like peel away at the rest of the cork that was left. Now this one, it came out like this, but the other one, it popped completely clean off, so I didn't have an issue with trying to clean up the rest of the cork. Okay, now I'm going to take these skewer sticks, which I already had on hand, on top of this old floral foam. I'm going to break them in half and stick them in the floral foam and stick the beads on top of the skewer sticks. That will make my painting much easier. Just a quick tip. Okay, next I'm going to be taking these two baskets, the beads and the two wine stoppers, and I'm going to give them a coat of spray paint. Okay, for the wood rolling pins, now when you pick these up from the Dollar Tree, try to check and make sure that each side of them are leveled. Sometimes you can't get lucky, so what you can do is take a piece of sandpaper, which you'll see me doing here. I'm first trying to see which end is best balanced for the side that I want that's going to be standing, and then if it's not as balanced, I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper and try to sand it like evenly, and that's why you see it looks like I'm just gliding it so that I can get my rolling pin even. Next up, I'm taking my drill bit case, and I'm going to find the drill bit that fits the size of the wood dowels the best, and I ended up using the 3/8 drill bit. Next, I am taking a coffee mug and the wood dowel and the rolling pin, and I'm trying to make sure that I measure where I want the wood dowel to be. So when I place my coffee mug on here, it'll be in the right place, if that makes sense. Okay, this isn't the prettiest sight. I'm using an old pot because this is all I had on hand, and I'm going to be taking that 3/8 drill bit, and I'm going to drill a hole where I marked for my two wood dowels to go in, and I'm going to do this on both rolling pins. Okay, I'm going to take the dowel that I've already drilled the two holes in, and that is how I'm going to make my measurements for the other dowel. I'm just going to lay them down and make sure I make my markings evenly with the holes that I already drilled on the other one. Okay, now I'm going to be using my Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to place it generously into the pre-drill holes that I made, and I'm going to stick my wood dowels into them. Now, if you can't find these size wood dowels at the Dollar Tree, which I haven't been able to find, I believe I got these from a local dollar store. You can use Dollar Tree's foam brushes with the wood handles on those, and they do come in a pack. So you could substitute those instead of the wood dowels. Now you want to stick your wood dowels all the way through and try to make sure that you have them even, and don't worry about the mess because the glue will go spilling through. You can just give it a quick wipe before it dries and it'll be fine. Okay, here I'm taking some hooks that I got in a pack. I can't remember if it was from Home Depot or Walmart, but they come in many different sizes. And I've used my basket to measure where I want to place my hooks because that is where my basket is going to hang onto. And first I used one wood dowel, measure with the basket, and then I did the same as my wood dowels. I took one wood dowel that I already placed the hook in and put it next to the other one so that I could get it in the exact same spot as the other rolling pin. Hopefully I'm making sense and you can see anyway on the camera what I'm doing. Okay, now for the wood dowels, I originally had two hooks, one at the top and one at the bottom, but I found that the top basket rocked, so what I did was I removed the middle hook at the top and I decided to place two hooks, one on each side of that hole that was there from the original one hook that I placed, and the basket stayed steady. So two hooks at the top for each rolling pin. Okay, so I wanted to be a little safer with my rolling pin standing up, so I decided to use these Jenga blocks that I already had on hand, but Dollar Tree have these all the time. And I'm going to glue 3 together in the row the way that I'm doing here, and I'm going to let them dry a little bit, and then I am going to be gluing the wood dowels on top of these, and they'll act as a stand. Now with this Gorilla Glue, I'm being very generous with this because this is such a large piece, and I'm putting quite a bit of pressure down onto the rolling pin on the Jenga blocks. Okay, now I'm taking those wood beads that I spray painted. I chose copper because it was something that I had on hand. You can do whatever you want to do to this project. It is yours. I didn't paint the wood dowels or the rolling pin because I just wanted that wood and copper look. But like I said, if you decide to do this, you know, make it your own. But right now I'm going to take those wood beads that I spray painted, and I'm going to be using E6000 for this and my Gorilla hot glue, and I'm going to put the E6000 in the middle and try to outline it with some hot glue to give it a temporary hold until the E6000 the E6000 is for the permanent hold, and the hot glue is for the temporary hold. But I do suggest still letting this project sit before even trying to use it for a good 4 to 6 hours. Okay, now I'm taking those wine corks and I'm going to be doing the same with those. I'm going to be using E6000 and hot glue as well, and I'm going to glue my wine corks on the top of each rolling pin. Now after letting everything dry, now I can hook my baskets on, and basically that's all it is to it. Here is just hooking the baskets on. And that is it for today's video. I hope you all really enjoyed it. I really like the way it came out. If you do too, then don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I always appreciate it. If you are visiting, I ask that you stay a while by hitting that loyal button down below. Also, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. I have lots of more videos lined up for you all. So yeah, stay tuned, and you guys have a great weekend, and like I always say, God bless.